Hello and welcome to another weekend update. It's been a while since the last one, so Happy New Year, as it's the first weekend of the new year, 2024. Today we're going to be taking a look at my new land roller, doing a little gameplay demo of it, and then also be doing a little bit of what I've been doing with that versatile four-wheel drive, if you've seen it on my Facebook page. But yeah, let's jump into it. So we got the Land Roller here in blue. It is in the roller category naturally. Yeah, it's right here, 40 feet, 12 meters roughly, and it's colorable. All the base game colors. You can do it red. You can make it blue. You can make it black. You can make it pink if you want. And that's the only option, really. But yeah. I spent a little bit of time trying to really dial in the physics of this. And so obviously it's essentially a three-wheeler, so it is quite top-heavy. As we come in the field here, you got two options for unfolding. In a way, technically they are the same, but you can if you want, which can be tricky, like in real life. Yeah, you can unfold it by backing up. It's been a while since I've been doing this, so I'm out of practice already because it's been a few weeks since I did this, and the articulated tractor is almost more difficult to do it with. But yeah, you can unfold it that way if you so choose to play realistically, which obviously, as you can see, is quite a challenge. I'm just going to give up on trying. Or you can just press the X key, wait a little bit, and it'll unfold just like any other implement in game, and it'll pop right down. And then when you fold back up, the wheels will stay like that. So yeah, the wings, once you fold it up, they aren't going to fold up on their own. So there's how, if you unfolded it manually, you'd get like that. You'd hit your unfold animation, and then you'd have to wait a little bit for it to kind of run through the rest of the steps of what it would normally do, and then it'll still drop down again. And then you can roll away here. I mean, a roller's there aren't a ton of them for the game, but they're not a huge thing. But I mean, we are getting rid of these small rocks, pushing them back in the ground, and we're also getting that rolling bonus of, I'm not sure what it is, 5% or something like that on the yield bonus. Whatever the base game value is for rolling. Oh yeah, so there's a quick little demo on the roller. Very cool things I want to point out, as you can see it spinning around there is kind of the seams on the rollers from where they would weld, because it's a sheet kind of spiraled up to make a roller. So we got the weld seams on there, which are kind of cool to watch spin around. It's kind of mesmerizing to watch a little bit. But yeah, that's the 40-foot land roller that is submitted to ModHub. I think the testing list, or the testing queue, is pretty long, I saw on the testing list. So it might be a bit before we have any more news on it, but it is submitted and waiting for testing there. Next, we're going to jump out of here over to Blender. I'll show you quick. So in here we've got the versatile. There's multiple, and this is kind of my baking setup going over to Substance Painter. You got to have every part, but sometimes you don't want certain options to overlap and affect your textures when they're not enabled. For example, the front weight or the steps here, I don't want them to leave, AO marks or affect the dirt or the normal map if you don't have them selected as an option. So the tractor's kind of done in a bare bones configuration. And then the options are on these other ones that the UV map is messed up on. So that's kind of intentional there to eliminate those weird texture issues. So we jump over to Substance Painter. The wear map, this is still, I haven't finalized the wear map at all. I'm still messing with it. I need to do a mask for it to make sure that the plastic parts aren't having paint chip off them, or the rubber hoses, because that's not really realistic to have paint wear. And then this is the kind of dirt texture layer here, so that's kind of what it looks like when I make it in here. And then if I jump over to Giants Editor, I've just quickly imported the same one. That's, things are all kind of goofy on it, but we can go in here. So right now we got the wear textures on there, which, still need tuning. Obviously this plastic fuel tank isn't going to have wear on it, and show bare metal underneath. That's kind of in progress, but we can go here and we can see the dirt textures there. And so that's kind of, I do this to, check to make sure what I'm seeing, I make the textures is turning out and looking good on the tractor as it'll look in game too. So the colors on here, just quick slap some colors on it just to kind of get an idea of how things will look. Obviously, there's not a red exhaust there and everything, so the UDIM still has to all be gone through and tweaked yet, but that's kind of a little update on that tractor. Hopefully in the next week or two I'll be having it in game and be able to show some footage there of it and some of the new options that it'll have over the 19 version. I know the front weight is one. The step is going to be an option because I'm planning to add the K9 blade attacher to this tractor. So obviously the step has to be removed because it would be in the way for that. I can't remember any other ones off the top of my head, but we'll have all the same things you had in the 19 version of the tractor, but a few more extra little options to make it even more unique. So that kind of wraps up this weekend update. Thanks for watching, and thanks for coming back. It's been a few months since we've had one of these, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.